Okay, so we are going to start our fourth lecture, and in previous lectures, let me give you the recap. First, we have I have not mentioned it here, but we have learned how to create database, how to use and how to insert tables in the database, and also we have seen how to insert data and how to manipulate that data, like how to view that data, how to update, how to alter the tables, right? So all these queries we have seen, and then we have we have covered these topics like how to retrieve the columns from the date table, and we have used some statements like select is to get the column names, right? And from clause is used to get from which uh, table we are going to use, and where is used for the conditions, like for the filtration purposes. And then we have seen some sorting and filtering techniques. Sorting, like how to get your data, in which order you want to arrange your data, like in ascending or descending. And we have used the filtering, like using the where clause. We have used different operators like from, like between, and, or operators, all these operators. And also we have seen having in previous class. Having and where both are used for the filtering purposes. And then we have also covered some the functions which are used to handle the null values. And also we have covered the pattern matching in our previous class, and I hope you have all practiced whatever we have covered till yet, right? You have practiced. And for today's agenda, we will be covering different MySQL functions, and then the very much important topic, that is joining tables, right? And then we will also try to cover window functions as well. Okay, so this was for today's agenda. So the first topic which we are going to cover, that is MySQL functions. So first, let me confirm, is my voice is clear to all of you? Please write yes in the chat if everything is clear from my side. Okay, let me see your responses. Please write in the chat. Okay, good. Okay, it means everything is clear from my side. Okay, let's start the first topic, that is MySQL functions. We have also covered these functions in our previous module Excel as well. And here the purpose of the function. First, let's define what is a function. So basically a function is a predefined, or we can also, it is also a user defined as well, but mostly we will be using the predefined functions, right? It takes one or more input arguments and process them and returns a result or output, right? So these are the built-in functions provided by MySQL for common tasks like mathematical operations, string manipulation, date and time operations. So for different operations, we use different functions, right? Each function has a separate, specific task to complete. So here we will see all the functions using different data types. Like for the string data type, like the text data type, we use different functions. So some of the functions I have mentioned here, like to combine different strings, we can use concat function. We can get the length of any string, we can use length function. We can make any cases like proper case, lower case, upper case, we can use these functions. And we can also get the portion of a string using the substring. So we will use all these functions in our practical. And there are also some functions which are used on the numeric data type, like absolute, round, ceil, floor. Some function is also we can use, we have already used for the numeric data, average function, minimum, maximum. All these functions are used for numeric data type. And some date functions are also available, which are provided by MySQL. Like if we want to get the current date, so we will use this current date function. If we want to find the date and time both, then we can use the now function. Same functions just like we have used in our previous module in Excel. Here we will also we can use these functions to manipulate our data, right? We can use date aid function if we want to add some days or months in our date. If we want to change the format of any date, we can use the date format. If we want to get the difference from two dates, we can use the date difference function, right? So these are the functions which we can, and some aggregated functions are also there. Aggregated functions are those functions which summarizes your data. Like if you have thousands of records, but you want to aggregate, you want to summarize that data, you want to get only one answer, like how many records are there. When you will use the count function, it will get only one value, like total 100 records, right? It will give you the value in only a single column, single value. If you want to sum your data, if you have thousands of records, you will get only a set of single value, right? If you will get the average, it will give you the single value, minimum and maximum. So these are the summarized or aggregated functions. So we will see, and then we will start our joining the joins topic. But first, let's understand, let's use all the MySQL functions, and then we will cover the joins topic. So let me open my workbench. So the theory part, I hope it is covered to you, but when we will be doing our practical, then you will understand it better, right? Okay, so let me open MySQL workbench. Okay, so let's start a new, create a new SQL format. Okay, so I have created a new file for that, and let's write lecture 4. And the first topic which we are going to cover, that are MySQL functions, right? So there are multiple functions, thousands or hundreds of functions are available in MySQL. For each specific task, you will use a separate function. Like if you want to sum your data, you want to get the average, you want to find the maximum, you want to find the minimum, you want to find the length, if you want to give the ranks. So there are multiple functions. Each function has a separate task to do, right? So here, let's suppose first we will use the functions which are on the text data type, which are used on the text data type, text or a string. Sometimes you also call them as string data type, right? Or varchar. In MySQL, mostly we use the character or var character, right? So here the functions, let me write some of the functions. I have also mentioned the functions in the presentation as well, like concatenation, length, lower and upper. Let's use these functions. First, let me use which data type I want to use. I have a different type of database available, like classic models, which contain multiple tables. I told you that from where you have to download this. You have to download this database from the MySQL website. Uh, this was the website from where you have to download the database, right? So first you will go to the download MySQL sample database. I have also shared the link already. You have to download this database and you have to import that database in your workbench. So I have already imported, so I'll be using this database in our lecture. So you already know that how I can use the database. I will write use classic models, the name of the database, right? So when I will run this query, you will see that it will be highlighted. Currently, the database is selected as movies underscore DB, but I want to select this classic models database, right? So when I will run this, can you see? Now the classic models has been highlighted. It means I can use this database now. So let's use the database classic models. I have multiple tables. So I have customers employees, offices, order details, orders. So I have 7 to 8 tables are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 tables are there. So let's see what is the data available in the customers table. So let me to view the columns, you will write the query select. If I want to see all the columns, I will use star select star from customers table. We have already seen all these commands. So let's run this. Now it has displayed all the columns which are available in the customers table. So the columns are customer number, customer name. So customer number, let me see the data types for all these. Here you can see the data types. So customer name is a character data type. It means we can use the string functions like let me write some string functions here which we will be using, like concat, like uppercase, lowercase, length you can also find, right? You can also get the portion of your string like substring or multiplet. There are hundreds, thousands of data types, functions are there. Okay, so let's use these functions one by one on our text data type. So here customer name is there, contact last name is there. If I want to combine two columns and I want to create a new column, let's suppose we have customer name, we have contact last name, contact first name. If I want to combine this contact last name and contact first name to make it a single column as full contact full name, right? Let's suppose I want to create another column. So here we have how many columns? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you want to see all the columns, you will use this star symbol, right? If I want to see only 2 columns or 3 columns, then I will write the names of those columns. Like here, I want to see the customer name. So I will write the customer name. And then I want to see contact last name. Again, I want to see contact first name. Right. When I will run this, it will give me only 3 columns of this table. So I have customer name, contact last name, and contact first name. Now let's use a function. Using function, you can create a new column, right? Or you can also use the same function on the existing column as well. Like here, I want to create a new column that is contact first name, contact full name, in which I will combine the first and last name, right? Like here, Karin, I I don't know what is this. So here, if you can see Jean King, and if I want to combine Jean King as full name, right? So how I will combine? I will use this concat function, because concat is used to combine multiple columns, right? So here I will combine contact first name, contact first name. I will write the name of the column, contact first name, and the second column I want to combine, that is contact last name. So I will write here contact last name, the name of the column, and I want to give this name. If I want to name, if I will not give any name, it will also show me the column, but the name of the column will be same which I have mentioned. Let's see. Let's run this query. Can you see? It has combined the name. The first I have used contact first name, which is Karin, and Schmidt, or whatever you can pronounce, Jean King, Peter, Ferguson, Janine, right? So all these are combined, the first name and the last name, using the concat function. You can also give the space, like here, some it has no any space, but here you can find someone has spaces, because in start or in the end there is a space, that's why it was having the space. Otherwise it will combine without any space. If I want to give any space, so I will create another column using the space, right? Now when I will run this, it will give a space in between to all these columns. Can you see? Right. So, but here the name is not meaningful. In order to give a meaningful name, I can write here aliases as, and I will write as full name. Whatever you can name, it will be your column name, right? So here I have written full name, so full name will become a column name. Is it clear to all of you? I have used a simple concat function which will combine multiple strings, multiple text columns, or whatever text you can write, it will combine, right? And here I have used aliases. Aliases means to give a nickname. So I don't want to see a full name of this column. I want to just give a nickname as full name. So I have used aliases. Now let's use other functions. If I want to make a uppercase of this Karen, Jean, Peter, whatever names, contact first name, all these names I want to make them as a uppercase. So I will use upper function, right? Here I will use the upper function. In the upper function, I will give the parameter whatever I want to make. Like here I want to make contact first name in the uppercase. So I will write and I can name that column as whatever I can write, right? So here you can give whatever name of your column of your choice. So here let's run this. So it is giving me, I think any error is there. Let's check what is the error. So here unknown column contact, sorry, the name of the column is not correct. That's why it is giving me the error. So you can also see the errors. If you will get any error, you can find out from the error code, and you can also uh, read the error and you can understand what this is all about, right? Now here you can see the all the first name, contact first name are in the uppercase. If I want to make the last name, then I can use the column contact last name. If I want to make the contact last name as uppercase, then you can use that column. Sorry. Right. Is it clear to all of you? You can also use the lowercase as well. Same process. Just use the function and write the column name inside the function in order to use that. Like here, if I want to use the first name, copy this and or write your in this parameter and give what the name of whatever of your choice, like it is in the lowercase. So I will write here lowercase and I will run this and you will see the result, all these in the lowercase, right? Now let's use, if I want to find the length, like how many letters are in this string, so I can use the length function, right? Whatever you are going to create a column, you must separate by the comma, right? All the columns can be separated using the comma. So you have to follow the syntax, right? Otherwise it will give you the errors. Like I want to find the length of customer name. Let's suppose I want to find the name, I want to find the length of customer name. Here I will write customer name inside the length parameter. If I don't want to give a nickname, then it will use the same as column name. Can you see? It is showing 17 characters in the first name of this, on this customer name. There are 18 letters in this customer name, right? So all these are the length. And here you can see the column name as length customer name. You can also give of your choice, like the uh, name size or whatever you can write. It's up to you. Now here you can see the name size. Is it clear to all of you? Any questions till now? So how about if I want to capitalize only the first letter? So you can use the proper function. If there is any function available, let me check. I think there is proper function. Uh, there is no any proper function. Proper. Yes, no function is available. Or let me check, capitalize. No, there must be any function available in the MySQL, right? You can check, but right now we are using only these function, but for every task, there must be any function available. Clear? There can be any upper function. We have upper function, we have lower function. There must be any capitalize function as well, which can capitalize the names or whatever, any text. Any other question? Is it clear to all of you? Yes, please write in the chat. Everything is clear till now? I think there is no any capitalize or proper function in MySQL, but you can use different techniques to make them. Include space or not. Space or not. Sorry, Daud, can you explain your question? Length. Yes, space has the memory allocation as well, so it will count the space, right? You can also, let me check. If you want to find out the length of space, you can give here the string of your choice as well. Give the space and write ABC. So how many letters are there? A, B, C are 3 letters, and I have also given a space as well. So let me check. Can you see it is giving 4, 4, 4, 4 for each column? 4 means ABC are 3 letters and it is also a space. So it is counting as 4. Is it clear, Daud? You can also do these. Okay, good. Let's talk about some numeric functions. So for numeric functions, I have mentioned some functions. There are thousands of functions you can try, but mostly the major functions which are used for the data analysis, I have used commonly, which are used, right? So there are also other functions as well, but the commonly functions available, I have used these. So let's see all the columns from customers table again. Okay, so let's check any numeric data, any numeric column. So we have postal code, we have credit limit, right? Credit limit is in decimal value, right? Means it's a numeric column. So I am going to use this credit limit as my numeric column and I will apply all the numeric functions. Let's write some numeric functions here. So I can use absolute function. Absolute function will give the positive value instead of negative. If you will put any negative columns, it will give the result in a positive. Absolute just make the negative value into the positive. Nothing else it will do, right? And we have also round function. Round will make the round of your data, rounding of your data, right? Means after decimal, if there are 3 or 5 numbers are there, some values contain 5. After decimal, some values contain 3, some values contain 2. In order to make the consistent, you can use the round function. We have also floor function, which is also used as rounding of the data, but floor has other usage, round has other usage, and there is also a ceil function which is used to round off the data again, but it has some other meaning. So let's use, we have also already used uh, some maximum, minimum. So all these are also the numeric functions as well. Okay, so some you have already seen. Let's use some other. If I want to use, first let me select some columns of customers. So first I want to see the city, I want to see the country, and I want to see the credit limit column, credit limit column, which is in the numeric, right? And let me write from customers table. Let's execute this query and it will give me only 3 columns that are city, country, and credit limit, right? Now, in order to use this absolute, first let me check. These are the numeric data, but it contain only the dot 00. After decimal, there is only 00, right? So if I want to give only 10 after the decimal, means after the decimal I want to see only one number, then I can use the round function, and inside the round function I can write the credit limit, right? And the second parameter is how many numbers you want after the decimal. So I want only one number after the decimal, right? When I will run this, it will create a new column for me and it will give me only a single number after the decimal. Can you see? Originally, there are two numbers after the decimal, but it is giving me only one number because I have used the rounding of function, round function, and I am giving only one column, one digit. So it will give me only one digit after the decimal. And here the name of the column is round credit limit 1. You can change according to your choice. So here you can write rounding, or you can write round credit limit CL, right? So you can use this name as well. So it will round your data. There is also a difference between a round, ceil, and floor. Let's use those function as well. If I'm going to use the ceil, but we have no any data which contains after the decimal some numbers. So let me use what you can say, some static numbers like 35.4589. Let me use these numbers, right? And when I will run this, it is giving me only the number which is before the decimal. But here I have used 35. Then why it is showing me 36? Because it has rounding the data and it increases one number because of these decimal numbers. Same is the case with the floor, but floor will reduce the number. Floor will reduce the number if I'm giving same value 35.4589. When I will run this, you will see the difference between floor and ceil. Can you see? Floor has minimized one number, means it is giving the actual integer number, but floor is means increasing one number because of these decimal points, but it is ignoring. Floor is ignoring, but ceil is giving one number instead of these decimal values. But I have used credit limit, round, and round is just rounding the data. Let's suppose if I am going to use here the static number as same 35.4589, and I am rounding only one. Let's suppose I'm going to write here 2. So it will give me 2 digits after the decimal. Let's execute. Can you see? The rounding of data is giving me 2 decimal, but it is giving me the exact which I have mentioned. Means it is not increasing or not reducing any number. But here seal is increasing 1 after the decimal. And floor is giving me the same number and ignoring the decimal numbers. Is it clear? Did you find the difference between sometimes you will be using round, sometimes if your data contain the marks in points and you want to give the complete mark instead of the decimal point, you want to give a complete mark. So you will use the seal function. If you want to make it the exact whatever the number it gets, but you want to ignore the decimal numbers, then you will use the floor function. Is it clear to all of you? So these are some of the numeric functions. There are also some other functions as well, but I have used these only. So let me see, we have used all these. So here we have used the string functions. We have not used the substring function. Let me use the substring function as well of the text value. So substring gets the portion of your text. Let's suppose, let me use the substring function. So here I will write the substring. We have substr and we have substring. Let me use the substring function. So here I want to get the first 3 letters of the country, let's suppose. So here first I will write the country, whatever column I want to get, and I want to start the country name from 1, means the first letter, and I want to get only 3 letters of the first from the first. So here I've used 1 comma 3, means it should get the first letter from the country and up till the 3 digits. So when I will run this, can you see it is getting only 3 letters from the country. So these functions are very much useful when you are creating some new columns or working on the existing column as well. So here it is getting me only 3 digits from the country. So I have used the country in the substring, and from the country it should start from the first letter and give the 3 digits from the first, right? And I have also used these numeric functions as well. So I think everything is clear to all of you. What is different between round and seal function? Round is getting the round off. The second parameter is must for round. If you will write here 3, it will give you after 3 digits. After decimal, it will give you 3 digits, right? So if you want to round your data exactly what it needs, then you will use the round. But floor will ignore, oh sorry, seal. Seal is increasing 1 digit after the decimal, whatever it has. Seal means in English, you can also get the meaning. Seal means ceiling, which is at the top. Floor is at the down on the earth. So here floor is ignoring after the decimal and it is giving the down value, and seal is increasing 1 value, it is the top value. So from the seal name itself, you can get the meaning that it means top. So it will increase the value and floor will ignore the decimal points. Is it clear? Yes, please write in the chat if everything is clear to you. Yes. Okay, good. Now let's use some date functions as well. Okay, so we have used absolute rounds. Okay, if you want to find the current date, now, date, a date, date format. Okay, so let's see what are the date columns in our customers table. If not, then we can use another table as well. Okay, so we have no any date column in our customers table, but in the orders table it can be. Yes, in the orders table, we have order date, we have required date, we have ship date. So we can use the order table now to work on the date functions. So let me select all the columns from the orders table first. Let me check what columns are available in the orders table, and then we will use the. Okay, so in the orders table, we have order number, we have order date, required date, ship date, status, and comments. Okay, so we have 3 columns of date, and we can use the date function. Okay, first let me check. If you want to find the current date, you can simply write select current date function, right? You can simply use this current date. It will give you the current date. Let me execute. Can you see? The current date is 9th June 2025. If you want to see the name, the date as well as the time, then you can use the now function. Same functions we have also used in Excel as well, right? So here it is giving me the date as well as the time. Time it is getting from the local device. Right now, in my computer, time is 10:40, but at your side, the time will be 8:40, right? Here in my side, the time is 10:40, but if you will use this function in your workbench, it will show you the time as 8:40, not 10:40, because it will show you the current time which is in your device. It is getting the time from your local computer, right? So these two functions will give the dynamic time and date. Let's use some other functions of date. In the order date, let me first check the columns. So we have order date, required date, ship date. If I want to find the date differences between two columns, right? If I want to find the date difference from the required date and the ship date, how many days are the difference? So here you can find it's 10 and 13, means 3 days, difference of 3 days, difference of 7 days, difference of 4 days, right? So you can get the difference as well. So how you will get the difference? You will use date difference function. First, let me write the required date column. So here I will write column name, that is required date. The second column I want to get, that is ship date from the orders table. First, let me run this. It will give me only 2 columns, required date and ship date. What if I want to find the date difference? Then I will write the date difference function. Here is the date difference function, right? So first I will give the required date column because I want to subtract the days from required date, and the second column I will give the ship date. So I have to find the date differences from the required date to ship date. And here let me name the column as date difference, right? Whatever name you can write. So let me run this. Can you see? It is giving me the day differences. So dynamically you can get your days. Manually, if you will work on these things, if functions are not there, then if you have thousands of records, will you do manually? It will be a hectic task for you, right? So functions make it useful, make it simple. It will help you in order to get the result in a more quick and easier way. So functions are very much useful, right? So here you can get the date difference by simply using this date diff function. Let's suppose there was also another order date column was there, right? Let me use the order date as well. I want to see the order date column as well. Okay, so we have order date. Now you can also get the order date difference and required date as well using the date difference. Okay, now let's use another date function, that is date format. So here right now we have format in year, month and day, right? If you want to change the format, so you can change the format of your order date as well using the format function. So let me use the date format function. Here I will use the date format. In the date format, first I will give the column name, whom format I want to change. So here I want to change the format of order date. So I will write the order date and then I will give the format. So here if I want to see in the quotation mark, I will write the pattern. So I want to see the day name first. So I will use the day using the percentage space. Then I want to see the month name. So I will write the percentage M capital. Also, I want to see the year name then I will write Y is year, D for day, M for month, Y for year. And I want to write here as formatted date or whatever name I can write. Right now it will create me a new column which will be in the format. Can you see? 6th January 2003, 9th January 2003. Now it is, the date is same, but the format is changed, right? The date is same, 18th November, but the format is changed, 24th June. Clear? Is it clear to all of you? Means you can change the date format. You can also add some days as well, days, months, whatever. If you want to add some days, let's suppose your order date is 6th January 2003, but you want to create a new column where you want to add 10 days in each order date. In each order date, you want to add 10 days. So you can also add date add, or what you can hear the date add function, right? Means you want to add some date. So here I want to add in the order date. So here I will write order date as my column. And in the order date, I want to add some days. So here I will write interval. And then I want to add how many days? I want to add 10 days. So here I will write 10 day and I want to give the column name as date added or whatever you can use. Right. Now what I have done in the order date, I am going to add 10 days. For each order date, I am going to add 10 days. When I will run this, can you see? Here 6th January 2003 were there, but here 16th January, 19th January instead of 9 January, 20 January instead of 10 January. Means in each order date, we have added 10 more days. Clear? How useful these functions are? Please write in the chat. So you have to practice all these functions. There are also some other functions as well, but these are mostly common functions. So I'm giving you the practical. Otherwise, you have to work on by yourself as well. So where are the others? Only 1-2 students are replying. What about others? Let me name those students which are not active. Yes, Ibrahim, Hannah, Peter, Zepzo. What about you? Are you getting or just listening? Ibrahim, yes, good. Good. Okay, so these were some of the functions which we have used. Now let's use some aggregated functions. Aggregated functions, I have already given you the examples, but let me give you once again. Aggregated functions are those functions which will give you the summarized result. Summarized result means it will summarize your data. It's where is ending? It's long night. Okay. So here the aggregated functions are giving you the summarized result. How? Let's suppose we have, let me again use the customers table, because in the customers table we have credit limit column, that is the numeric one, right? If I want to summarize all these credit limit, I can use aggregated functions. Like I want to use the sum function. If I want to add all the credit limit, I can use the sum function. In the sum function, I will write credit limit column. What it will do, it will summarize the credit limit and it will return a single value. Can you see? We have 100 of records. Let me check how many records we have. If you want to find how many records you have, you can also use the aggregated function, that is count. If I want to count all the records from a table, like in our case, I want to find the table, find all the records in the customers table, then I will use this count function, right? There are 122 records in the customers table. So if you want to count all the 122 records of credit limits, you will use the sum function. If you want to add all the records of credit limit, and it will give you a summarized result, a single value, right? If you will find the minimum value in the credit limit, then you can use the min function. If you want to find the maximum from the credit limit, you can use the maximum function. If you want to get the average, you can use the AVG function. AVG means average. So it will get the average. Let's give the name a useful name, a meaningful name. So some function will add all the credit limits. So we can use the column name as total credit limit. I am going to write CL as credit limit. Total credit limit, minimum credit limit. This is maximum credit limit. And here we are getting the average. So I am going to write the name as AVG CL. You can also write AS, or you can name, right? There is no, this AS is not mandatory, it's optional. Whether you can write AS or simply you can write the name, SQL will understand this, right? So when I will run this, can you see? It is giving me total sum. The minimum credit limit is 0.00 and the maximum credit limit is this value, right? And the average is this one. So we are getting the summarized value, summary of our table. So here we are using aggregated functions. So all these minimum, maximum, average, count, right? So all are these are the aggregated functions. You can also count the rows or records. You can write count function to get the total records. So here I can name as total records, comma. Now I will run, it will give me the total records as well. Is it clear how you have used the aggregated function? Yes, please. Good. Okay, so we have covered MySQL functions. There are also some other functions which you have to work on. You have to practice by yourself. But the most common functions I have already defined. and we have done its practice as well. Good. So should we move our next topic, that is the joins? This is the most important topic. So are you ready to work on to understand this topic, or you are tired? Yes, please. Are you ready to give the focus on this topic, or should we are you ready? Okay, good. Then why you are looking like the boring person? Okay. Okay, give me 1 minute, please. Okay, so are you ready? Should we start our next topic? That is joins. I want to get answers from all of you, please. Even I am ready and I am feeling pain in my throat, but still I am ready to teach you. Okay. Okay, so this is a little bit tricky, and it needs your attention to understand this topic, right? So now we are going to start our joins topic. Join itself, the name itself says, means to combine. So a join in MySQL is a SQL operation that allows you to combine the rows or records from two or more tables, right? Based on a related column between them. Means on the basis of common column, you will combine multiple records from different tables. Just like in Excel, we have done VLOOKUP, XLOOKUP, index and match to find out the records from other sheets on the basis of common column. Here, joins will do the same operation, right? So joins will combine different records from two or more table on the basis of related column. And joins are fundamental in relational databases. So mostly you will be working on multiple tables. Just like in our case, classic models have 8 tables. So in order to get the data from multiple tables, you will use the joins function, right? So joins are the fundamental feature of the MySQL, which will combine multiple records. And there are multiple type of joins. We have inner join, we have left join, we have right join, full join, cross join, and self join. Their syntax is little bit different. Only the keyword is changed, and there is a difference in getting the records, right? So let me give you the example in a simple way. Okay, let me open. Okay, let's suppose we have two tables. This table contains two columns. One is the student ID and the second contains the student marks, right? Student ID, let's suppose 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here the first student ID has marks that are 55. Second student has 65, 90, and 85, let's suppose. And there is also another table we have. That contain 3 columns. Which contains the student information. This is the students table, let's suppose. And this table name is, let's suppose, marks or exam, whatever you can write. This student table has 3. First column, we have student ID, student name, and student address or whatever, or country, whatever you can write. Here student ID 1, 2, 3, 4, and we have 5 students, let's suppose. The name of the student A1 is A, let's suppose. B, C, D, and E. Address is, you can understand, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, XYZ, ABC, whatever. So these are the 2 tables, right? If I want to find, now make a scenario. If I want to find the students, I want to find the student name and student marks. Let's suppose I want to find 2 columns in my result. I want to find I need this type of result. Student name, this is the first column. Let me make it. Okay. Student name and marks. So here I want to get the result, student name and marks. Like I want to find the marks. A has how many marks? 55. I want to find B. How many marks? There are 65. C and D. C has 90 marks and D has 85. Okay, but now you will be confused that in one table we have student ID and marks, but in second table we have student ID, name and addresses. And in our result, I am getting name and marks. Name is available in this table and marks are available in this table. Then how we can get the different columns from different tables, right? So in this case, we will be using the joins, right? Joins is a feature in MySQL which will combine different tables and it will fetch the common, or it will get the different columns from multiple tables on the basis of common ID. So which is the common column here? Yes, please write in the chat. Which is the common column in both tables? Yes, I need answers from all of you. Exactly. Student ID is the common column in both tables. So we have student ID and here we have student ID. So on the basis of this common column, I'll be using the joins. Now I hope you have understood the concept, right? Now let's suppose here let me use the joins. Okay, so should I create a new tables for giving you the example of joins, or I can use also these tables as well? But these tables contain multiple data. It will be, let me create a new table for you, right? So I have available, I have already saved open SQL script, and in page 7 table creation, let me open this. Okay, so I'm going to create a new database. That is, we have already seen all these queries. So that's why, to save our time, I have already created these things. So I want to use those queries, those commands. So first I want to create a database db underscore superstore. So can't create database because it already exists. So db underscore superstore already exists in my computer. Let me remove this. Okay, I have removed. Let's create the new one. I have created new db underscore superstore. It contain no any table, right? So first let's use this db underscore superstore. Same things which we have already covered. I am going to create two tables. First is the customers table, and the second table I am going to create orders table, right? Now when you will refresh, you will see two tables, customers and orders. Right now there is no any data. So I want to insert some data. So in the customers table, I am going to insert the data, customer ID, customer name, country and age, or whatever column names were there. Okay. And let's insert the data in the orders table as well. Now I have inserted the data in the orders table as well. Now let's check here. I want to check all the columns from the customers table. Now I am using the customers table from this db underscore superstore because I have used the name db underscore superstore. So let's use this. Can you see the data is available? Customer ID 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Customer name Ali, Ahmad, Waqas, Yusuf, and Wahab. City names Paris, New York, Tokyo, Toronto, and Karachi. Age, right? So this is the customers table. Let's check another table. Select all the columns from orders table, right? Okay, so this is the orders, order ID, customer ID, order date, and order status, right? So which column is common in both tables? On the basis of common column, we will combine the columns, right? So here we have customer ID, which is available in the orders table. When you will see customer table, it will also, you can see the customer ID, right? So we have customer ID common in both tables. So first we are going to see the joins type, that is inner join, right? Inner join will return the matching records if we have matching records in both tables. So in our example, here in this example, I have mentioned some records 1, 2, 3, 4 in marks table and 5 records in students table. But can you see the 5th record is not available in our marks table. So here comes the types of joins. There are multiple types of join types, or you can write join types. So we have multiple join types. Some we have inner join, we have outer join or full join, whatever, but we will write at the end. We have left join, we have right join, we have full join, we have cross join, and we have self join. Mostly we will be using in our data analysis only two types of joins, inner join and sometimes left join. And sometimes we can use right join as well. But to get the result of right join, you can also use the left join, only a slightly different. Their syntax is somehow different, only the keyword is different, but the syntax is same. How? Let me write the syntax here. Okay, let me write it here in the MySQL part. I have also mentioned in the PPT here, I have written the syntax, how you can write the command, and let me write it here. So first we are going to cover inner join. So basically, I told you right now you have to just understand that joins are used to combine columns from multiple tables. Just understand these things. That joins are used to combine columns from multiple tables. And we have different types of joins. We have inner join. The feature of inner join, the function of inner join is to get the matching records. To get the matching records from two or multiple tables. If we are using two tables, then we can write to get the matching records from both tables. Right? If you are using left join. So left join, what left join will get? It will get or it will fetch complete left table and only matching records from right table. This is the difference in left join. But if we talk about the right join is the opposite of left join. It will fetch complete right table. It will fetch complete right side of table and only match the records from left table. Right? And then we have full join. Full join will get all the records from both tables. If we talk about cross join, it will use the Cartesian product, or you can write it, yes, Cartesian product, or you can use the name as it will multiply each record with other table. This is not used in our data analysis. And there is also another self join. Self join is used to get the records from a single table. We will see its example as well. Okay, so these are the tables. These are the types of joins which we are going to cover. I have mentioned here all the types of joins. This is the major difference in each join, right? Inner join will get the matching records in both tables if we are using two tables. Right now here we are using customers and orders table. So let's see the inner join. Here inner join, we are going to get, let's suppose First, let me check the records in the customers table. In the customers table, we have customer ID, customer name, city, and age. In the orders table, we have order ID, customer ID, order date, and order status. Let's suppose I am going to find all the records from both tables. I want to find all the records from both tables. Then I will write select all the columns from here. First table I am going to use customers. I will write select all the records from customers. Then I will write the inner join. You can write in the small letters or capital letters, whatever. In any case, you can write because it is case sensitive. So you case insensitive. So you can write in lowercase or capital letter, whatever. Then I am going to, it means what this query is saying. I want to see all the records from customers table, and then I am going to join which table? Orders table. On the basis of what? On the basis of common column. So which is the common column in both table? You can see customer ID is the common column in both tables. So here I will write in the customers table, we have customer ID. So I will write customer ID, which is equal, which is the same in the orders table. The name of the column is customers ID, customer ID, right? So customer ID is available in both tables. This is the syntax which I am using. I want to see all the columns from customers. Then I will write which type of join I am going to use. I am going to use inner join. So what inner join will do? Inner join will get all the matching records, right? So let's execute this query. When you will run this, can you see customer ID, customer name, city, age, order ID, customer ID, order date, and order status. Here you will find customer ID 1. The name of the customer is Ali, city Paris, age is 35, order ID is 102, right? So here you will find both matching records from both the tables. If you want to find the difference, here we have customer ID 1, all the records of customer ID 1, all the records of customer ID 3, all the records of customer ID 5. But wait, where is the customer ID 2 and 4? Because we have also customers available in our customers ID, in our customers table. Fourth is the Yusuf and second is the Ahmed, right? But why they are not available when I'm joining all the columns from both tables? We don't have any customer ID 24, oh sorry, 2 and 4. Both IDs are not available because there are no orders of customer ID 2 and 4. Let's check our orders table. When you will see the orders table, here we have customer ID 1, customer ID 3, customer ID 5. Means customer ID 2 and 4 has no orders in the orders table. Just like in our example here, I have student marks and the students table. But when I will use the inner join, here it will give me the record of student ID 1, 2, 3, and 4. It will not include this customer ID, student ID 5, because here in the marks table, we don't have student ID number 5 marks. So here it will show me only 4 records, A, B, C, D. It will not give me the record of student ID 5E because E is not available in the marks table. Is it clear? It will fetch only the matching records in both tables. I know this is a little bit tricky, but I think I have explained in detail, so you will understand this point. Clear? Now let's talk about the left table, then you will understand the difference. For left table, for left join, if I'm going to use the left join, all the joins have the same functionality to combine the records. But there is a little bit difference. Like left join will give you the complete left table and it will give you only matching records from the right table. Let's use this. I want to select all the columns from customers table and I want to join on the basis of left join. So here I will write left join, which table? Orders, on the basis of which ID or which column? On the basis of customers. In the customers table, I have customer ID, which is common in both. So I will write in the orders table, we have customer ID. Right? Same query, just like I have used for the inner join, but only the difference is in the keyword. Here I have used inner and in this query I have used left join. When you will run this, it is giving me all the records. Here we can see the second record is also there. And also we have fourth customer ID as well, because it shows all the columns from the left table. Here the left table is customers. Now here is the tip for you. Whatever table we are using first, that is the left side table. So in the left table is the customer. So it will show me all the records of customers. 1, 2, 3, 4, all the records from the customers and only the matching records from the orders table. So orders is the right side table, right? So here the orders are not available. So that's why it is showing me the null value. But it is showing me the records of left side. Is it clear to all of you? It is repeating because there are multiple records for each customer. Customer Ali has 2 orders. One is the customer ID 101 and the second is 102. You can also verify in the orders table. We have 2 type of orders. Customer ID 1 has 2 orders. Customer ID 3 has 3 orders. And customer ID 5 has 3 orders. That's why it is repeating, because orders are the unique orders, right? They are different. That's why they are repeating the records. Clear, Ibrahim? Good. Did you get the difference? Again, I'm repeating. In the inner join, when you will run the inner join, it is giving me customer ID 1, 3, and 5. It is not showing the second and fourth customers. Why? Because second and fourth has no any orders. You can also check the orders table. There is no any orders available for the second and fourth. That's why inner join is showing only the matching records from both table. But left join will give all the records from left table. And here the left table is customers. When you will execute this left join, it will show you all the records from left table. That is 1, 2, 3, and 4. But here it is showing the null values because there is no order available for the second and fourth. Clear? Same is the case if you will use the right join. If you will use the right join, same query, just change the keyword. I'm going to copy. Instead of left, here I will write the right. Right? Here the left table is customers. As I already told you, whatever table we are going to write first will be the left table, and orders is the right table. Now here orders will give me all the records from orders table. Here you can see and only the matching records from the left table. So the left table was customers. Here it is showing me the customers 1, 3 and 5. Again, it is not showing me second and fourth because they are not matched, right? But here it is giving me all the records from the order table, because order table is the right join. So here you will find the difference between right join and left join. Right join is not showing me customers, complete customers table, because customers table is here, is a left table and orders is a right table. For the orders, it is showing me all the records 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but only the matching records from the customers table. If in our case, if we find out, if I'm using marks as the first column, means marks will be the left table and student will be the right table. If I'm going to write the right join, it will show me all the records from students table and only the matching records from the left table. But I am using left join. If I am using left join, then the left table marks, it will show me all the records from marks and only the matching records from students. I know this will be a little bit confusing, but you will use in your practice, then you will understand the concept. Now let's quickly use the cross, see the difference between cross and full join. For the full join, there is no any keyword full, but we can make full join means complete. We can see complete table of right and left both using the right and left join both, using the combination of left and right join. Like first I will write the left join, select all the columns from customers, left join orders on the basis of customers dot customer ID is equal to orders dot customer ID. Right, this is the left join. Same I have written just like, sorry, it's customer ID. Right, so I have written same left join. Again, I will join this query with union operator. Union will combine these both left and right join. So here I will write select all columns from customers. Now I will use the right join. Orders. Same query which I used for right join. You can also copy paste, but I am writing again complete query to make you more understand. Orders dot customer ID. Okay, now what I have done, I have just combined the queries of left join with the query of right join using the union operator. Union will combine both queries. When I will run this, it is giving customer ID on clause is ambiguous. Okay, so here I can write customers select orders dot customer ID. Okay, so here I have not written the customers dot customer ID, right? So when I will run this again, now it is giving me the complete tables, whether they are matched or not, but it is giving me the complete records. Ali has 2 orders, Ahmad has no order, Waqas has 3 orders, and Yusuf has no order. Wahab has 3 orders. So it is giving me the complete records from both tables using the union operator. I have combined all the records using the union operator with combination of left join and right join. We can call it as a full join. But mostly, to be honest, we will be using only two type of joins. Left join and inner join, mostly. Left join and inner join. You can also get the same result of left join. Let's suppose this is the left join. Let's run this. This is the left join, right? If I want to get complete records of the right table instead of customers, I want to use the right join. Simply you can, instead of customers, because customers comes first as a left table. If I use here orders and here if I use customers, same using the left join, but it will give me the result of right join. Now here it is giving me the same result as the right join will give. Same result. Why? Because the concept is changed here. I'm using left join, but I have changed the tables, right? So again, I'm using customers and here I'm using orders. If you will change the position of tables, then it means you are using the opposite join, left or right. But mostly just try to focus on left join and the inner join. Mostly we will be using these two joins. And sometimes you will be using other type of join. So here we have seen the left join, we have seen the right join, full join we have seen. Now what left? These joins already done. Now let's talk about the cross join. Cross join is the Cartesian product. I don't know about you that you understand the Cartesian product. Let me use the query. If I want to select all the columns from customers, then here I will use the cross keyword. I will use the cross keyword as cross join. So here I will write cross join, and then I will write the orders table. When I will run this query, can you see what it is doing? It is multiplying each customer with the same, like here, customer ID 1 with the customer ID with the order ID 101. Again, customer ID 1 with order ID 102. Customer ID 1 with 103. Means first record will show with all the records of the second table. Again, the second record of the customers table, again it is showing with all the records of the orders table. Again, the third record means it is using the Cartesian product. A into B is equal to B into A, whatever the formula of Cartesian product. I don't remember. But we are not going to use this in our data analysis journey, but I'm just giving you the overview of all the joins, right? So this was the cross join. Till now, everything is clear. I hope so. Now we have only self join left. Self join. Sometimes we also use the self join. Self join is used to get the values from a single table. Let me make it clear for you. I think I have another table for the self join. This is the table. Let me create a new table. Okay, here I am going to create a new table for the self join. I'm going to create a new employee table. Let me execute and let me run, insert some data as well. Okay, so here I'm going to insert some data in the employees table. When you will refresh, here you will see the employees table. So let's check. Select all the columns from employees table. Let me execute this. Okay, so this table contains employee ID, employee name, manager ID, and employee salary. Here we have manager ID, which is same as the employee ID, right? So here employee ID 1 Khan has manager ID 3. Means Khan has the manager 3. 3 is the Shahrukh. Right? So Khan has the manager Shahrukh. Salman has the manager again Shahrukh. Shahrukh has no any manager. Amir has the manager which is 2. 2 is the Salman. So Amir has the Salman manager. Aleem has the manager 1 means Khan. So we have a table which contains employee ID, employee name, manager ID, and employee salary. Let's suppose I want to find, there is a scenario that I want to find employee name and manager name. I want to find the employee name against manager name. If I want to find the employee name against a manager name. So here, what is difference between employee ID and manager ID? Yes, I'm going to give you the answer. Let me. Okay, so here we have a simple table, right? A single table which contains employee ID, this is the employee ID. Here we have employee name. And here we have manager ID. Let's write m_id. So manager ID, if we have 5 employees, 1, 2, 3. Let's suppose we have 4 employees. And the names of the employees are A, B, C, and D. We have 4 employees. The employee A has the manager ID, let's suppose 3. It means the manager of A is the employee who has the ID 3. So who is the manager? C is the manager of A. If I want to get, now here is the, I want to get a result set. From this table, I want to find out the managers and employees. Let's suppose I want to find only 2 columns. One is the employee name. And here I want to find the managers or manager name. I want to find out who is the manager of A, who is the manager of B, if there is manager of C, and who is the manager of D. So we have 4 employees and I want to find the names of the employees, names of the managers. So let's suppose manager 2, employee ID 2 has the manager, let's suppose 4. It means the employee B has the manager 4. 4 ID is the ID of D. It means in the result set, manager A has manager ID 3. It means the manager of A is C. And the manager of B is ID 4. ID 4 has the D. Right? So I want to get the result just like that. And who is the manager of see, let's suppose it is written 1 and here the manager ID is 2, let's suppose. So here from this we can get that employee name C has the manager ID 1. It means C has the manager A. And who is the manager of D? D has the manager ID 2. It means 2 is the B. So B is the manager of D. So I want to get this type of result where I want to find the names of employee and managers, right? But we have only a single table which contains single time employee name. We don't have any manager names, but I want to find the managers against the employees, right? Did you understand the question? Okay, so this is the last one. So what I'm going to do, I want to join a single table with itself, right? I want to join a single table with itself. So for that, I'm going to use the self join. Single table joining itself. If you want to join a single table to itself, you will be using the self join. There is no any keyword of self, but what you are going to use, you are going to use the same inner join or simple join, but you are joining with a same or single table. So for this query, what I will do, I want to select right now I'm not going to write any column names, but from which table I'm going to get the values from employees table. Now here I will give the name of the employees table as E1. Let's suppose I'm going to name the table as E1 and I'm going to join this table again with the same table employees, but right now I'm going to name as E2. I'm just giving the separate names to a single table, right? On the basis of what? On the basis of employee ID and manager ID, right? So here I will write E1 dot manager ID is equal to E2 dot employee ID, because both are same, employee ID and manager ID. On the basis of these IDs, I will find out who is the manager. Now, what columns I want to fetch? I want to get the employee name. So here I will write the employee name E1 dot employee name, and I'm going to name this column as employees. And the second column I want to fetch, that is manager names, right? So for manager names, I will write E2 dot again employee names, because name column is same, and I will write as managers, right? So this was the query. I know this will be difficult for you to understand. Let's execute. Can you see Khan has the Shahrukh manager? We have already seen. Let me check the original table. Khan has the manager ID 3 and manager ID 3 is the Shahrukh, right? So Khan has manager Shahrukh. Salman has also manager Shahrukh, but Shahrukh has no any manager. It's null. So maybe Shahrukh is the owner or CEO. Amir has the manager 2. 2 is the Salman. So Amir has the Salman manager and Alim has the Khan manager. So when I am writing my query, when I'm executing my query, it is giving me the same result. Khan has the Shahrukh manager, Salman has the Shahrukh manager, Amir has Salman manager, and Alim has Khan manager. I hope it is clear to you. Let me take your attendance, otherwise you will. Okay, let me take your attendance. Okay, so any questions till now? I hope you understand. Repeat one more time. Okay, I'm going to repeat this self join again. So in the self join, what I'm going to do, I'm joining a single table employees. I am going to join a single table employees because I want to find the manager names and employee names, but employee names are available. Employee names are available, but manager names are not there. Instead, we have manager ID. Instead of manager names, we have manager ID, and we can get the names from using the employee ID and manager ID, right? So how I will get this? I will use select. First, leave these two columns. Just leave these two columns. What I'm going to do? Select from employees table, and I'm giving the name employees as E1. And I'm going to join with the same table employees. And I'm just changing the name E1 and E2. E1 as employees E1 means I'm creating two tables from a single table, right? On the basis of manager ID and employee ID on the common column. Here the common column is manager ID and employee ID. Both have the same type of data, right? So I have combined same table with employee ID and manager ID, and from employee 1 ID I am getting employee names as employees, and I am getting again from employee from second table I am getting again employee names as managers. Did you understand this thing? Yes, Daud. Good. I know this is little bit tricky because but otherwise if you will practice, then you will come to know the concepts and the backend approach you will understand. So first practice, and again if you will not understand, then tell me in the next class. I will again explain one more time. But practice is must. Without practice you will not understand. Right. So have you practiced the previous topics which we have covered? I'm sure many of you will not be doing any practice. Practice is must. Without practice, you will not understand. Today's lecture is more advanced because these joints is an advanced topic. In the next class, yes, I will send the code. You just have to practice, right? In the next class, we will be doing some more advanced topics, and also we will be applying these joints concept on our classic models, which has 8 tables. We will be using the joints, and we will be fetching different columns. We will be getting different scenarios we will be using. So please try to practice more and more till the next class. Otherwise, you will not understand. Otherwise, there is no any benefit from these type of lectures if you will not practice. And I hope you will practice. I'm sure. Any other questions? If no, then let's end our class for today and see you in the next class. Any questions? Please write in the chat. Did you enjoy today's lecture? I know this was a little bit tricky and difficult concepts to grab. Yes, please. I'm not getting any responses from you. No question. Okay. It means everything is clear, Ahmed. Should I ask you the questions? If you don't have any question. Okay. Okay. I think you people are tired. Thank you for your patience. Okay. And see you in the next class. I will forward these queries to you. Okay, good. Okay, so thank you. Thank you everyone, and see you in the next class.